major political debate has intensified over the use of public spaces for religious activities after AIMIM chief Asaduddin Owaisi questioned what he called as double standards in the treatment of religious gatherings in public places. Reacting to criticism of people offering namaz on roads, Owaisi argued that if such practices are considered wrong, the same standards should apply to all religious festival celebrations and processions that occupy public spaces. Listen into Owaisi.
लड़ हमारे मुल्क में बकरीद आई, रमजान आया, बस शुरू हो गए अज़ां पे तकलीफ, नमाज पे तकलीफ। आखिर क्या हो गया तुम लोगों को? अंग्रेजों से जब लड़ रहे थे तो यही मस्जिदों में ठहरकर उलमाए कराम ने जिहाद का फतवा दिया था अंग्रेजों के खिलाफ। अल्लामा फजल हक खैराबादी रहमतुल्लाह अलैह, अल्लामा काफी रहमतुल्लाह अलैह, ऐसे सौों हजारों उलमाओं ने अपनी जानों को कुर्बान कर दिया। आज तुम हमको बोल रहे हैं अज़ां पे ये मसला, नमाज पे मसला। अच्छा, वो जो यात्रा चलती उत्तराखंड से दिल्ली तक पूरी रोड ब्लॉक हो जाती, उस पर कोई तकलीफ नहीं है आपको? बीच में पंडाल डाल देते, उस पर कोई तकलीफ नहीं है आपको? ये बात सच है, नमाज होती रोड पे कितनी देर होती भाई मेरे? रोज का तो नहीं है ना, जुम्मे का होता या फिर ईद की होती, फिर चले आते मिलके। ये भारत में तो हर मजहब का त्योहार तो रोड पे भी होता है ना, उसको नहीं देखते, उसको नहीं देखते, आंख अंधी हो जाती है। बदनाम करो मुसलमानों को, नहीं नमाज। अरे भाई याद रखो, तुम कुछ भी कर लो, हम नमाज नहीं छोड़ेंगे इंशाअल्लाह।
And viewers, the remarks have reignited a wider debate over balancing religious freedom with public convenience and traffic management. Those who support Owaisi's point of view say rules should be enforced uniformly, regardless of any religion, and citing Article 25 of the Constitution. And critics say public spaces should remain clear and all forms of obstructions must be avoided. Religious or even otherwise, other activities must be regulated according to the law. And some even point that namaz is not a religious festival. UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has maintained strict policies against blocking roads for any religious practices. Ahead of Bakrid, the Uttar Pradesh government enforced rigorous security directives, mandating animal sacrifices take place only at designated sites, and religious prayers remain restricted to traditional venues in order to avoid public disruptions. And while the debate gathers momentum, balancing the constitutional right to freedom of religion and the broader issue of public space and traffic management remains the big question. Well, in the coming days, the issue is likely to generate further political reactions, with parties expected to take their positions on the same. And to give us more insights, we have Advocate Sanjeev Unyal, political analyst, Mumtaz Alam Rizvi, Islamic scholar. A very good afternoon to you, both of you all. Advocate Sanjeev Unyal, firstly, let me come to you. How do you look at Owaisi's statement? He says that if namaz is, opposed to be performed on the road, then all religious activities and all religious gatherings must be stopped, irrespective of the religion. How do you look at this statement, Mr. Unyal?
He's a very learned person, first of all. But if a learned person like him says this while taking law and order in his hand with the namazis, then how that commonplace Article 25, it's not an absolute right. It gives freedom only for certain conditions, but it prohibits some riders are there. You cannot go for road continuously on weekly basis. Namaz can be taken place in a day, 5 times in a day. And a festival of other communities could be 1 year, half yearly, and they have taken particular permission also. So everybody in the world, Oman, Qatar, Iran, Saudi Arabia, never give permission to do namaz on the roads. It's a public place. People have to go for emergencies to the hospitals. The students have to go to the school, colleges. Emergencies, the senior citizens have to go through their offices, and everybody is busy. This is a public place. We have been paid for road taxes, etc. for that. How you can intermix religion with that? Oh, absolutely fine. Okay. Where you are in majority, I have taken care of that. All the countries are going through it. Number of times I have given this quote also. Then Article 21 is given liberty to freedomly, you have a freedom to move on the roads, on the public places. Article 21 overlaps riders. Then 25 a number of riders. I've told you already. So even in Saudi Arabia, I take 100% Muslims, Muslim governed, and originates from UC, Muhammad Saab, Makkah, Medina. There also, people have not been allowed to do prayers, namaz, on the roads, parks, public streets. So it has been a governed places, and people have given, they have assigned the different places for that. What are those places? In mall also, in airports also, in hospitals also, and in various stages where schools, colleges also. That land can be allotted to them to do the namaz, but you cannot come on the roads. This is a country which is governed by the constitution. So constitution does not allow under Article 25. It is not absolute right. Secondly, Article 21 I have already quoted, gives freedom to everybody to take public space because they have been paid road taxing, etc. This is my point of view.
Mr. Rizvi, you just heard Advocate Unyal, and he clearly states that, other religions are celebrating their festivals by seeking permission from the law enforcement agencies well in advance. But to perform namaz, which happens spontaneously at a given point of day and point of time, that is causing a lot of inconvenience to people who are using, public roads. And Article 25, freedom to practice your own respective religion, doesn't really mean that you block public spaces.
Thank you, Mr. Suresh. Let me clear that I'm not a spokesperson of Mr. Asaduddin Owaisi, but I wanted to say something about the UP government and others. So, first of all, that after Bengal election, our leaders are going to enter in UP election. So I think Asaduddin Owaisi or our CM Yogi Adityanath, both are playing, I think, Muslim appeasement and Hindu appeasement. So first of all, I'm going to I would like to request to all leaders that don't play the appeasement politics. It is not good for our country and our the religious and the democracy, so and system also. So no, nobody can want to perform namaz on the road. Every Muslim wants to perform namaz in mosque. So I used to say our imams and ulamas that they should go to CM Yogi Adityanath and demand that we should please provide me extra land for performing the namaz. So, and that
Since there are prayer rooms as well, so what more space do you want, sir?
Namaz on the road.
Already prayer rooms are there.
Exactly.
In airport, in hospitals, in school. Mumtaz bhai, why don't you go to the Supreme Court first of all? You knock the door of Supreme Court or High Court on seeking upon infringing your fundamental rights under Article 21, 25. Things will be very clear. दूध का दूध पानी का पानी हो जाएगा. और आप, you are talking very sensibly, Mumtaz ji. You are a learned person.
You are very smart man. And
Mr. Rizvi, if you think that certain communities' basic fundamental rights are being encroached upon and are being trampled upon, then people who have the right to freely use public roads, even their rights are being trampled upon, right, by blocking them.
Yeah, Article 21.
No. Actually, that some person those who are belonging the RSS and BJPs. So I cannot define the कि वो लोग क्यों वहाँ गए और किस लिए गए, लेकिन मैं जहाँ तक जानता हूँ, मैं जो बात कह रहा हूँ कि किस तरह से नमाज अदा की जानी चाहिए. इस्लाम came
आरएसएस
for
बीजेपी का
peace.
क्या
Islam
what
came for
कॉन्टेक्स्ट कहाँ से आ गया?
solve the problems, not create the problem. So every Muslim want to perform namaz in the masjid, not on the road. So government should provide extra land for performing the
Advocate
namaz.
Unyal, on one hand, Mr. Rizvi says that communal politics must be avoided. There
Yes.
shouldn't be any religious color that must be given. But on the other hand, Mr. Rizvi himself is saying that this is being done by certain RSS and Hindu outfit groups. So who is really giving a communal color here? Advocate Unyal.
Yeah, you have seen here, Mumtaz ji and me have been allotted a particular time and given a topic here.
Correct.
We'll talk about the present context. So nobody has taken. I was purely on the issues, Article 21, Article 25, and Constitution.
Yeah, I
But
know
this
about
Mumtaz ji had
Article
first quoted
25,
this
Article
RSS BJP.
14, Article
So you have seen
19.
the
I know.
mindset of Mumtaz.
Mr.
Mumtaz
Unyal,
bhai,
I know very well
why
about the
you have a mindset
Article
of BJP
25.
RSS always? Sometimes, Mumtaji, I'm raising a very important point which could be very useful
Mr.
for
Rizvi,
you
kindly hear Advocate Unyal, and then you will have your time to respond.
मुमताज जी के लिए
Let's first listen to Advocate
sure,
Unyal.
sure.
Yes,
मुमताज जी के लिए एक बड़ा
Go ahead,
इंपॉर्टेंट बात
please.
मैं बता रहा हूँ.
हाँ.
It is very important for मुमताज जी. The moment if any person raises a Hindu or constitutional or patriotic thing in before you, then you always automatically spontaneously come to BJP RSS. So means patriotism, देशभक्ति, मातृत्व, देशभक्ति, ये सब कुछ जो है जैसे ही whenever it comes in your mind, RSS BJP comes in your mind. So you are indirectly benefiting RSS and BJP, I am saying. If I am saying something for the community sake, for the road sake, for the students, for the senior citizens, for the hospital going people, for anybody, then you are again saying this is RSS BJP program. So you are indirectly benefiting RSS and BJP while quoting that they are the most patriotic person. They always talk about trust. They always talk about the common people. So this is my anticipation. What you were saying, Mumtaji. Now it's your turn.
Yeah, Mr. Rizvi, please respond. आप हिंदी में भी बात कर सकते हैं, रिजवी जी, बताइए.
Humayun Kabir, you say something about Humayun Kabir. Who is Humayun Kabir?
ये कहाँ से आ गए?
Sir, why are we shifting the goalpost, Mr. Rizvi? Let's stick to what Owaisi has said. Is it constitutional or is it identity politics?
Owaisi also a politician, and Owaisi want to a good politics now in UP. So he always defending the Muslim issues. So it's not a new statement. But my opinion is that Muslim never want to perform namaz outside or on the road. So I am used to demand our government that please provide a healthy place and good place for the performing the namaz.
What is a good place? Please elaborate.
No problem.
What is a good place?
Mr. Rizvi, every single area across the
Just
country,
like,
at least,
Bengal.
in a radius of at least 10 kilometers, there are at least 2 mosques across the country. Okay, so what more space do you need? Why aren't you appealing to the people who are blocking roads and performing namaz? Why aren't you appealing to them to follow the procedures, follow designated spaces allocated for prayers?
Mr. Suresh,
Why are you
Mr.
demanding
Suresh.
extra space?
Mr. Suresh,
Yeah.
I'm not going to make a controversial statement, but I want to know, Mr. Unyal, that what is the Kamad Yatra, what is the Bhandara, and what is the other the programs which is belonging to Hinduism? What is it?
I have a clear answer of that, Mumtaji. I will give very clearly, without ambiguity, unambiguous answer of your question. If
you
will stop,
that
no, let me
namaz,
answer what you have said. Let me answer. You have raised a question. I am giving you the answer. If you will stop doing namaz on the roads, then definitely you can go. You have a better platform to embark upon to the courts. That why, if we are not doing namaz on the weekly basis, on any function on the roads, then why this procession could be on the yearly basis is on the
You are
roads
living.
from the Hanuman Jayanti.
You are
So
living in
this is my
Delhi,
submission.
Mr. Mian. You are living in Delhi.
Of course.
So you can see the some places that every day dispute the Bhandara every day.
So have you
Are
raised any
not held on
question?
the
We
middle
are
of the
raising.
roads.
We are raising alarm.
Yeah.
We are okay.
But-
Now we are raising alarm. Okay, could be. We are raising alarm against this particular act of namazis. They are on the roads. They are blocking the roads for hours, for 30 minutes, for 40 minutes on weekly basis.
I am not
Mr.
Bhandara could
Rizvi,
be
favoring-
an
which
embark
Bandara
upon.
have you
raised any
seen?
question
Which
about
Bandara have you
on the
seen in the
road?
middle of the road? Which guy has
Have you
come
seen
out and put
Bandara?
up a stall with his
I am not in
containers of
favor.
food
I am
in the
not
middle of the
Completely
road?
blocked.
I am not in favor those who are performing Namaz on the road.
You
I am not in
cannot
favor.
sail in two boats.
But question is that the Kanwar and Bandaras and others program and you know
This is
that
your narrative.
BJP putting the our political program on the road. Some pictures are running the social media platform. You can see. What is this?
This is your narrative.
No. It is the truth. It is the fact. You can check. But I know that the totally political event and totally political statement, both are playing the appeasement politics. OIC playing the Muslim appeasement politics, and BJP is playing the Hindu
What you are doing?
appeasement
You talk about
politics.
yourself.
So I am requesting both are that don't play like this politics.
You cannot
It's
sail in
not
two boats,
good
Mumtaji.
for our country.
You have to be very clear.
It's not,
You object these people who are on the roads to do namaz. You are in favor of them or not? You oppose them.
I'm never.
You cannot sail in two boats.
Onyal ji, you know that
If you
Muslim
cannot
are
convince,
performing,
confuse.
5 times in a day. You know, 5 times in a day.
Mr. Rizvi, I'll tell you something. Let me tell you what it is. Bottom line is that Mr. Owaisi is comparing apples and oranges. He is comparing namaz to festivals. He is comparing namaz to yatras, which don't happen every week. But namaz
Every week.
happens every single week. And every single week you cannot afford to, block roads, disrupt traffic and disrupt public movement. This is an appeal not just to people performing namaz, but also to people taking out religious. Let me finish. This is an appeal to all those people and all those members of other communities as well who are taking out yatras without any permission, and they are blocking public roads, which has caused a lot of inconvenience. And this is not the way forward. And to all those politicians who are using religion to, probably score political brownie points, that is not the way forward, because India is a very, very secular country. It has a lot of religions in every single state, and every religious sentiment must be respected. But that doesn't mean that you can occupy roads, perform namaz, block roads, block ambulances, block school-going citizens, and also
I'm not
other
support.
professionals who are trying to reach their destinations on time.
I
But
appeal to all
but
Muslims that
at the end
please
of the day, what
pray
we are
namaz,
seeing
perform
is
namaz,
politicians
please.
using
Not
such
out of
issues,
outside.
for their own benefit, and this is a very dangerous trend. But thank you, Advocate Sanjeev Unyal and also Mumtaz Alam Rizvi, for joining me on this debate.